Marvel is trying to make a comeback, open a new era and start from the beginning with the same formula, or almost the same. Is it successful? What does the second largest Marvel title this year bring us, and who is it made for? In Thunderbolts, a team of misfits and anti-heroes is brought together under some seriously shady government oversight. Led by Yelena Belova with her biting wit and unresolved grief, and Bucky Barnes still trying to figure out who he is without the mission, this crew is anything but harmonious. You've got the chaotic Red Guardian, the unpredictable Ghost, the fiercely conflicted US agent, and a mysteriously stoic Taskmaster. Their mission? Well, it's a classic save the world but probably break it a little along the way, kind of a deal. But don't expect clean heroics. This is a story about broken people trying to do something right, even when their methods are questionable. I didn't want to watch the movie. The trailer didn't get my attention, it just happened so I had some free time and decided to go to the movies. And right off the bat I understood that I won't regret it. The atmosphere and the tone were set immediately. Though the movie is long and filled with events, it wasn't drawn out, but just right, because of the pace of the narrative. The movie is focused on Yelena the most and the obvious parallel with Black Widow and her relationship with Hulk. It's not a surprise anymore that Marvel wants to call them the New Avengers. They showed it everywhere. Sebastian Stan was even putting up the posters himself. But is it really that necessary? To call to the past? I mean, technically, that's what they want to do, but is it really? As I always say, the trailers often showcase much more than needed and pretty much spoil the whole movie. But not this time, and I loved it. The plot is masterfully written, enough to have a twist without being too obvious and annoying. It just feels that it was enough of everything in this movie. I don't feel the need to compare it to the good old Avengers movies. It was good the way it is. I was pleasantly surprised to see Geraldine Viswanathan in this movie. I got acquainted with her work in Miracle Workers with Daniel Radcliffe. I made 2 videos about the series if you want to check it out. And congrats to her for landing the role, and we'll see if she's gonna be in the future movies. And I loved the new animation of the bad person, of their superpowers. It was so ominous and eerie, almost scary, and the sound design, like the cherry on top. But anyways, I can't say more because I really don't want to spoil anything for you. But I would love if you want to discuss Thunderbolts in the comments. Let's talk about it. I wish I didn't stay for the post-credit scenes, because it tells so much about Marvel reading the room, like for real. A USSR lover that cries by the anthem of the country that, thanks God, doesn't exist anymore, and he puts Z on his suit, and in the name of the group of so-called New Avengers? And don't tell me they didn't know. The movie was not made 4 years ago, it was made much later. And for that, I condemn this movie. Right now I'm thinking that this new era of heroes is not for us. Not for those who are watching Endgame and thinking that their world is falling apart. This new era of Marvel's super and not so superheroes is for the younger generation. And it won't be possible to repeat the success. And the world is changing, so are the movies. We're desperately holding on to the old times, and the movies circle back to the 80s or 70s, as in Fantastic Four and Superman. But nevertheless, I like Thunderbolts. It's a good movie. Drama, tiny bit of comedy, dark and empathetic. It was mostly a movie about Yelena, and it was quite obvious. If you're not a Marvel fan anymore, this movie won't really trigger you. They don't play with your emotions that much, so if you were thinking about watching it, it's not a bad idea. Right now, there is not a big choice of movies in the theaters, so if you want to treat yourself, you won't regret it. Watch only good movies, those that don't trigger you.
To do a lot of our stunts.
That was the easy part.
So much fun.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
God, thank you.
Yeah, that was really good.